Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, both for supporting two different candidates. So I think it's only fair that we kind of break it down because you got one guy, Mark Cuban, another guy, Elon Musk, both supporting two politicians of two different political parties that all work together to their corporate donors to make our lives miserable. So first, let's go ahead and bring up everybody's favorite, Mark Cuban, the guy who called all the Trumpers communists. That's right, Trumpers. You're communists now. What, Mark Cuban said so, and Obama called Trump Fidel Castro. Yeah, don't like the name calling much, do you? So here it is. Shout out. Folks, brace yourself for mass stupidity.
Billionaire businessman Mark Cuban. And Mark, I appreciate your time. I know you've been supporting Harris since she got into the race. You're now officially on the campaign trail with her for the first time. How come? Why are you out on the trail?
I love
because I'm an idiot and I wear these glasses and I think I'm smart.
What she's doing for small business. And obviously, I think this election is critically important. And if we want businesses to succeed, particularly entrepreneurs and small business, Kamala Harris is the only choice.
So I know you're focusing on small business. So let me ask you what I know you hear from many when you say you support Harris. You've said you support her. You just said now small business, but also because you don't think she's an ideologue. But
that's dumb, CNN. That's a dumb question.
That is exactly the criticism others have. They say she lacks conviction, that she's flip-flopped. So I'm just going to play a few of those flip-flops for you, Mark, that I'm sure you hear a lot about and give you a chance to respond. Here she is.
Sure.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. As vice president, I did not ban fracking. As president, I will not ban fracking. I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct. I do not believe in decriminalizing border crossings, and I've not done that as vice president. I will not do that as president. I took on big oil companies and won. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history, because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil.
Mark, how do voters know that if they vote for Harris, she's going to do in office what she's saying she'll do now?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, the one thing about Kamala, she's open-minded. She's very clear in saying she wants to take feedback from anybody. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent.
That's bull. Mark, why you always lying? Hey, why you always lying? Oh, why are you lying? Hey, why are you lying? Oh, why are you lying? Hey, why are you lying?
And she says she's going to have a Republican in her cabinet. So when she talks about how she's evolved on the issues, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That means she's listening, as opposed to her opponent who listens to no one about.
And by the way, hold on. This was brought up on Kick. Willa Black says this. Wasn't Mark Cuban on that show where they buy small businesses' ideas for a fraction of their value? A show called Shark Tank? Yeah, you love small businesses because you love to gobble them up. Right? You love to gobble up small businesses. You love them. You love them because you can take things from them, don't you, Marky?
Anything. I mean, yes, he's had the same positions, but he hasn't involved in them at all. You know, Kamala talks about using AI to improve permitting, to reduce friction in government, to cut costs in government. AI wasn't effective, didn't really exist 5 years ago when she was running. Just things evolve. And you need somebody who's open-minded, who recognizes that, and who will take input from anybody.
So when it comes to criminalizing and not criminalizing crossing the border, I mean, that is just so stark, but you view that as an evolution.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's my opinion. I'm not speaking for the campaign with this. Yeah. I thought their hearts were too big when Joe came into office, that they didn't know how many people would cross the border, and it got away from them.
Their hearts were too big? No, they're too stupid. Okay? And by the way, liberals, especially those at Martha's Vineyard, don't think I forgot how you treated all those migrants when they came knocking at your door. I'm willing to bet all those idiots and yeah, that's right, people in Martha's Vineyard. I really don't think highly of you, okay? It's not because, oh, you just don't like us because we're rich. No, I don't like it because you're smug liars. You're the kind of people, Martha's Vineyard people, that have like posters or words in your house like, hate isn't said here. We love everyone. Migrants should be here too. And then when migrants do come knocking at your door, ugh! Get those poor people out of here. And there's somebody at Martha's Vineyard that's so triggered by what I said, You're welcome to come on my show and talk.
But they figured it out. They learned. And what did they do? He put together an executive order, and now the number of border crossings is down to where they were under Trump, maybe a little lower. She says she's going to sign the border bill, which is very clear where she stands now. But let me tell you, Aaron, the most important thing that has not been discussed, Donald Trump and Kamala both have said when it comes to illegals that are in the country that have violated the law, they're criminals, they're going to deport them. Donald Trump hasn't said what he's going to do to deport anybody else. Is he going to do like they did to Elian Gonzalez, the little 6-year-old kid in Miami, when they sent in?
You're fear mongering again, Marky. You're fear mongering. And Elian Gonzalez. Huh. That's a very interesting question you're bringing up, that guy. Let's see. Yeah. Elian Gonzalez. Didn't that happen in 1993? Wasn't that under? Oh, that's right. Bill Clinton, a Democrat. Right? A Democrat. Mark, a Democrat.
And the militia to go pull him out, that would not surprise me. And the downscale impact of taking the militia to go hunt people down and pull them out of their homes, what do you think that community is going to do? What do you think you would do if someone dragged your cousin, your nephew, your niece, whatever, out of your house? I don't think he's thought this through. Whereas with Vice President,
he's projecting. What are you expecting? What, political police? There's only one political police here.
President Harris, she understands that this has to be a consistent program that everybody understands, that is put forward, that everybody can feel safe with, but that you have to follow law. You have to go through the front door. You have to follow the legal processes. But she's not going to send the militia to pull people out of their homes like Donald Trump might.
So you mentioned that she said she'd have a Republican serve in her cabinet. She has said that. I know you're an independent, but would you serve in her administration?
No, I make a lousy employee.
Because you're a scumbag venture capitalist. Of course you make a lousy employee. Then why are you in charge of a business, huh? Or in charge of one? Oh, in charge of consuming businesses. In charge of enjoying the neoliberal system designed to make you and your rich friends even richer. Of course you'd suck as an employee. I know the reason why you're doing this. You're trying to put those glasses on to look smart. And you're also just triggered by Donald Trump. You wish you could be him. And what have I said about these liberals? And their most private of moments, they're just like Trump. Say again why you'd be a terrible employee?
Serve in her cabinet. She has said that. I know you're an independent, but would you serve in her administration?
No, I make a lousy employee. Showing up with a suit, going to meetings, that is not me. Like we've talked about, I have costplusdrugs.com, which is literally changing the pharmaceutical industry and saving patients millions of dollars. And that is my focus right now. I truly want to change the healthcare industry. And the good news is, because Kamala is not an ideologue, we have talked about this, and we have talked about ways that she can use transparency and eliminating pharmacy benefit managers, the middlemen, to cut household pharmacy costs by 20-30%. So I think she gets that, and I can have more impact outside rather than inside.
So your fellow billionaire, Elon Musk, he's all in for Trump, of course. He's been at a rally on stage with Trump, that moment, jumping up and down. He did an event for Trump today. But obviously you and he have been feuding on.
Hold on. Again, Elon, I don't know what you were thinking jumping up in the air like that, but okay. Nice see the little gut right there. But Tim Higgins says, he sees life out of Maddow's glasses. Okay, that's being mean. Get up and go see the White House counselor. I want you to tell Wendy what you just said. And I know Wendy just left the live stream chat because she has to do some work. But guess what? You wait outside, and I want you to tell her what you said.
Social media, and he tweeted a video of you and Rachel Maddow last night. He commented, quote, "They remind me of a lesbian couple from Portland."
Oh, they remind me of a lesbian couple from Portland. Oh, man, that's great. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that is funny. That is fun. I gotta go see the White House counselor after that. Why, gee, Kit, why are you here? Elon Musk made a funny tweet about Mark Cuban and Rachel Maddow. He said they're a lesbian couple from Portland. Shame, Kit. You're supposed to be an example for us all. I know. I screwed up again. And CNN's wrong for doing that. CNN, hey, you're wrong for bringing that up. Petty as hell.
Moment, jumping up and down. He did an event for Trump today. But obviously, you and he have been feuding on social media. And he tweeted a video of you and Rachel Maddow last night. He commented, quote, "They remind me of a lesbian couple from Portland." To which you responded, "You can't stop thinking about me, Elon Musk, can you? It's okay, I understand. If I supported a candidate that was so incompetent, I had to take over and fund their ground game, I'd be looking for a distraction too."
That's a terrible response, man. You could have made a joke right back at him. But you're like, oh, yeah, your candidate's incompetent. Why is it then, Marky Boy, Mark Cuban, that Kamala's sending me emails asking me for money saying, oh, no, it's a neck and neck race. Oh, no, Trump's ahead of us. Oh, no, Trump's doing this. Oh, no, Trump did this. Oh, no, Trump did that. Oh, no, Trump is where? Trump is talking to who? Give us money, Kit. Kit, money us now. Seems like your candidate's the one that's struggling. And, you know, if that lip reader is true about what Obama and Biden were talking about, even they know that Kamala sucks. No pun intended. Get your minds out the gutter. Come on. We're not going to do no Willie Brown jokes here.
Mark, were you surprised by his post?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I don't look like a lesbian from Portland. I don't know, Mark. Why? I mean, you and Rachel did look like somebody from Portland. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, Elon has posted about me. I don't even know how many times. He's called me a racist, a turd, and imbecile. I don't know.
He called you a turd. Why are you saying this, man? You're making yourself look like a clown even more.
All the different names he's called me, which gave me the standing to say, okay, you think about me all the time. That's Elon. Look, Elon is probably the greatest entrepreneur of our generation and maybe the last 100 years. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he is a troll. He is a world-class troll. And the best way to deal with trolls is to troll them right back. And what I said, I meant, right? For Donald Trump to pretend that he's a CEO and knows how to run an organization and then to just leave his organization hanging so that Elon Musk not only has to take over his ground game, but fund it. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, literally, if he is the CEO he pretends to be, Donald Trump should say, no, I don't want you involved. Yeah, I'll take your money to help it, but why do I need you? Because I know how to make this work.
Then why are you there for Kamala? Why are you there for Kamala? The Uno reverse card for you, man. That's what I got to say. Why are you there for Kamala? Why are you there for Kamala? So, look, just to be fair, fairness sakes, right? Because I believe in being fair to people. Look, so Trump also has Elon Musk on the campaign trail for him too. You know, I just want to just bring this up here because while you may not agree with Elon Musk, I don't agree with Elon Musk or good old Mark Cuban. I will say there's a stark contrast because notice how those who are fighting for Kamala keep on saying how bad Trump is. Whereas with the Trump people, you are seeing there's a talk of policy. Now, again, I'm not expecting much of change under Trump because it's all for show, but there is a difference.
And the reason they had the First Amendment was because the countries people came from, if you spoke your mind, you'd be imprisoned or killed. That's why you have it. That's really important. And then the right to bear arms is also really important. That's there to protect, I mean, the Second Amendment is there to protect the First Amendment. So, as soon as the government can disarm the people, they can do anything they want. And we've seen this in one country after another. They take the guns away from the people, then they do fake elections, and then the people try to protest and they just get shot. That's what happened in Venezuela recently. They had a fake election. Maduro lost, like massively lost, like 70% loss. And he's like, "Oh no, I won." And everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't win." There were big protests in the street. But the thing is that Chavez, when he came to power, took away everyone's guns. So now you're facing, soldiers with assault rifles. Were you going to throw some sticks at them or something? Use finger guns? Doesn't work. So Maduro, even though he lost the election, is still in power, and that's the kind of risk that we face.
No, Biden's not taking anybody's guns, and neither is anybody else. But we're seeing that happen on the campaign trail. But also, one other thing here, too, because there's a lot of highlights from it. But I just thought that these two videos were a very stark contrast towards what Kamala surrogates are doing in comparison to Trump surrogates.
So who is it that's behind him? We know Obama, okay, but Obama.
I mean, I'm just as curious as you are. You know, it is. As far as I can determine.
And remember, Trumpers, billionaires are not your friends either. Okay, it's one big club. You ain't in it. But I am impressed with the theatrics of it. He might be saying some things about First Amendment and obviously protecting freedom of speech. Absolutely, I agree with that. But under X, I've seen a lot of great content creators and a lot of great commentators and journalists also being censored and suppressed, losing their accounts, Elon. So just remember, it's the pot calling the kettle black.
There isn't any one sort of puppet master. It's more like there's 1,000 or I don't know, a lot. So, but I mean, I'd like to talk to them to understand more about. Listen, what are your goals, puppet masters? I'm just curious. I mean, maybe I agree with some of them. It's possible, but it's just obvious that Biden's not in charge. It's obvious that Kamala's not in charge. I mean, they just replaced the Biden puppet with the Kamala puppet, very obviously. And so you can tell, like, if the teleprompter stops working, then the puppet breaks, and it's like, oh, the puppet just starts looping because the teleprompter broke. I don't have a teleprompter. I can just talk like a normal human. So,
well, sometimes you do, buddy. Other times you just say you say some things that are kind of like out there, buddy.
So I mean, I think it's not, from what I can tell, it's not one puppet master. It's many, but you know, interesting to see the crossover between the Epstein client list and Kamala's puppet masters. I bet there's a lot of names that appear in both lists.
So, what can we take from this? Well, you have the big corporate donation club hanging out. You have the corporate people dancing their pants off, going for one side or the other. But, folks, the same people who donate to Democrats also donate to Republicans. So, Elon, you know, while you might have been photobombed by Ghislaine Maxwell, let's just say you were, everybody knows each other. They're all in the big club, Democrats and Republicans. It's all a club. It's all a distraction. You're seeing billionaires prompting up their puppets, or either that, their preferred candidate. You see corporations going for their preferred party. But little do we all know that once the Uno reverse card is dropped, those corporations that support Democrats can surprisingly also support Republicans. And those that support Republicans surprisingly support Democrats. Just look at good old FTX. Remember Sam Bankman-Fried, that boy? Yeah, he donated to Democrats publicly, but in the backgrounds, in the shadows, he also donated to Republicans. It's a battle of billionaires. And no matter what Democratic voters or Republican voters, you don't have a seat at the table. The billionaires bought all the seats. Now, everybody be quiet and hold a table on your backs and let the corporations and billionaires talk. Does that sound like a future you want to have? Because you could hear a billionaire say something. But just remember, they're not there to help you. They're there to squish you.